Welcome to tonight's new customer welcome call. My name is Kate Higdon. I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview of what we're going to be talking about tonight and then give you a little bit of background on myself. Tonight, we're going to be talking about how to get started with Keto NAT. So I know some of you on here are on here because you also have questions about our community and our business. We're not actually going to talk about that tonight. This is all about our product, but if you have questions about being a promoter and sharing this conversation, please get with the person who welcomed you or invited you to the call, and we can get you more information. But tonight is all about Keto NAT, and that is the star of the show for sure. So again, like I said, my name is Kate Higdon, and I have been drinking this product since October of 2016. I was a mom who was very tired all the time. I was crashing every afternoon. I was spending all my evenings on the couch watching television. I had to really get together to be with my family in a way that I was focused and energized and truly enjoying my life. I wasn't at the time. I was kind of just watching life go by. Didn't have mental focus. I was gaining weight very rapidly and happened to come across this amazing product because one of my friends posted about it on Facebook, which I'm sure a lot of you are on this call because one of your friends posted about it on Facebook. So I started that way and had amazing results. My health is completely turned around. I no longer take naps. I sleep through the night. My brain is pretty sharp. Here it is, 7 o'clock. I've got another call at 8:15, and I will go until it's time to go to bed. And when I lay my head on the pillow, I actually sleep solid, which I had not done in many, many years. I was that person who could fall asleep, but I would wake up in the middle of the night with my mind just racing. And I don't do that anymore. And I'm super happy about that. And that is all because of the power of Keto NAT and the power of ketosis. I also have lost 70 pounds of fat. My husband has lost 90 pounds of fat. And we're going to explain on this call how we do that. So again, like I mentioned, this call is not going to be about our business and our community, but if any of you have questions about that, please reach out to us afterwards. So first of all, we're very excited for all of you to get started. It's always super excited for us as community members to know that someone's about ready to experience the power of pure therapeutic ketones. So I'm going to start at the very beginning. A lot of you probably have been drinking it for a few days or maybe a couple of weeks. But here's the thing. You're probably going to end up talking to other people who want to drink it as well. And so I'm teaching you how to coach your friends when they start drinking it as well. So when you first start on your first couple of days, what we really recommend is that you don't down one full packet of Keto NAT, but that you actually, you can mix it up in a bottle if you want to and drink half of it in the morning and half of it in the afternoon, or you can try and measure it out. It's kind of hard, I think, but I do it for my son every day because that's actually how he drinks his. Drink half the mixture in the morning and half in the afternoon. And what this does is it just lets your body get acclimated to ketones. For many people on this call, you have not been in therapeutic ketosis since you were born. And that's okay. That's the way life is. That's not the way we were designed to operate. We were actually designed as human beings to live in and out of a state of ketosis all the time. But because of the foods that we eat, which we were never actually designed to eat most of the foods that we eat, we never get into that state of ketosis or have pure therapeutic ketones in our blood. So we want to let your body get a little acclimated, let your stomach get adjusted. So those first couple of days, half and half is good. After that, if you're doing great, on that third day, you're going to do a full serving of pure therapeutic ketones. I say that with a smile on my face because I am really happy for you. So how does your day start? I get asked this all the time. Okay, Kate, tell me everything about what you do from the moment you wake up. Well, we won't go into all that detail, but I will tell you that in the morning when we wake up, we are all dehydrated. Like that's just science. We are. we wake up dehydrated. So the first thing that we want to do to maximize our ketone experience is to go into the kitchen, get a full glass of water. And then the next thing that you're going to do is grab some pink Celtic or Himalayan salt. So if your coach has not talked to you yet about Celtic or Himalayan salt, this is really crucial. It's probably my biggest tip that I'm going to tell you on this call tonight. You can find this at any grocery store. It is in the regular salt section. And what I recommend is you measure out about 1/8 of a teaspoon. You're going to put that in your hand. Now, if you're like me and you just like to rip the Band-Aid off really quick, I just lick that salt right out of my hand and I follow it with another full glass of water. My husband likes to put his salt in his water and drink it. So some of you on this call are probably like, did she just tell us to eat salt? That seems insane. So a lot of what we know about sodium is a myth, just like a lot about what we know about fat is a myth. The reason that this salt is so important, especially for people who are just now entering a state of ketosis, is because in order for you to be hydrated on a cellular level, sodium must be present in your cells. So very often, many of you might have heard of the term keto flu or something like that. Most of the time, what that is that people are dehydrated. Even though they will say, oh no, Kate, I'm not dehydrated. I'm drinking water all day. I promise you I'm drinking tons of water. Well, that's great. That's awesome. But because the water that we drink today has been stripped of all its minerals, you're literally just succeeding in wetting the inside of your body and you are excreting it out. We need to have minerals in our body in place to absorb that hydration on a cellular level. So the pink Celtic salt is the perfect solution to this. You're going to put that in your body. It enters your cells and it helps to pull that hydration in. This is very, very, very important when living in a state of ketosis, which you now will be since you're drinking pure therapeutic ketones. So that's the first thing we do. We start our day with a full glass of water, followed pink Celtic salt and another full glass of water. This will, even if you aren't doing this, you all, just keeping your body extremely hydrated, 100%. It's just such a good thing for us. So next, what do? Everyone's like, well, can I have my coffee? Can I have my tea? Absolutely. If you drink your coffee, you drink tea, go ahead and have that. It's totally fine. I will tell you that with this lifestyle, I'm going to assume that a big portion of you on here are searching for fat loss. A lot of people are. But even if you're not, I recommend that you do not add sugar to your coffee. If you want to sweeten your coffee, there's things like keto cream. There is stevia, things that are natural sweeteners that do not spike your insulin. I highly recommend those things. If you want to add some creamer, a little bit of heavy whipping cream or some keto cream is going to be better for you than half and half or milk, because those have lactose in them, which is actually sugar. And sugar is typically our enemy in this lifestyle. So we're trying to stay away from that. But coffee and tea is completely fine. If you want to eat breakfast, that's totally fine. But my recommendation is that after you've had your water and you drink your coffee or tea, that the very first time that you feel hunger, any little tinge of hunger, and first of all, wait until you feel that. We don't need to eat in the morning just because we've been told that we need to eat in the morning. Listen to your body. The first time you feel that twinge of hunger is when you're going to drink your pure therapeutic ketones. That's when you want to drink your Keto NAT, okay? Now, after that, you'll drink that within 30 minutes. You can mix it with anything. You can mix it with cold water. You can mix it with hot water. Some flavors are even good in your coffee or in your tea. Some people like to mix things in with their ketones. Whatever it takes in this first phase, just get it down your esophagus, get it into your body, okay? So you're going to drink those ketones and you want to drink them within 30 minutes because we want to get those blood levels of therapeutic ketones in your body. If you sip on it all day long, you're never going to reach those high levels. So you want to drink it all within 30 minutes. And again, we don't want you to just slam it. If you slam it, you're not likely to fully absorb it. Okay? So give yourself about 30 minutes to drink it. Now, after that, the very next time that you feel hungry, you're going to eat. So that's typically lunch. For most people, that's going to be around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And when you go to eat, if you're looking for fat loss or you're wanting to move away from carbohydrates, we recommend that you eat a low carb, high fat choice. What does that look like? If you are eating out and you're going to fast food restaurants, order a burger without the bun, and instead of French fries, get a side salad with full fat dressing. I work from home, so my lunch is actually most people's breakfast. I'm eating bacon, I'm eating eggs, scrambled eggs typically that have either Brussels sprouts or spinach or avocados in there to get my minerals. So I'm choosing a low carb, high fat option. That high fat is crucial because if you're eating fat and you're eating low carb, you're going to be very satiated. Your body is going to let go of fat if you are eating fat, because the fat we eat is not the same as the fat that is in our body that makes us look chubby. So it's a different kind of fat. It's very healthy for us. So that is how you're going to get through lunch. Now, in the afternoon, when we're first starting, like when I first started in my first couple of months, I felt the need to snack. I was used to eating several times a day, and that was my norm for my body. Now I don't. Now I eat one meal, maybe 1.5 meals a day. But in the beginning, I wasn't acclimated yet. So if you're looking for a snack, you have a few options. You could drink a keto broth. You could get some almonds, get maybe 1/4 cup of almonds and some cheese cubes, maybe some cut up vegetables and some cream cheese dip or some high fat ranch dressing, maybe some ham roll-ups with a pickle inside, something like that that's small. Just needs to be a low carb, high fat option. Or you can drink another Keto NAT as well. You cannot overdose on pure therapeutic ketones. You can drink as many as you want. Your body will utilize what it can utilize, and whatever it doesn't, it will excrete, because ketones are water soluble. As you go along, many people move to 2 a day, but we recommend that you start out at 1 a day. If you do go to 2 a day, I'm going to explain to you later on in this call how it financially we can get you to 2 a day without you freaking out on the calls right now, because I hear some of you right now, you just hit the floor. So we're going to explain how to get you to that point. So in the evening for dinner is going to be, again, a low carb, high fat option. So that could be a pork roast with maybe some broccoli. It could be a low carb pizza, maybe taco salad or fajitas without the chips and beans and rice. There are so many options. I highly recommend that you utilize Pinterest, the Keto Journey on Facebook, lots of really great recipes online that you can get. And the thing about this, you guys, is we want you to eat when you're hungry and eat until you're full. And start paying attention to what that feels like. Because when you're in ketosis, 2 things are going to be controlled. I'm getting very sciencey on y'all right here. One is ghrelin and one is leptin. One tells you when you're hungry and the other one tells you when you're full. Ketones help with the communication so that you will truly be able to understand when you are hungry and when you are full. This has been the biggest game changer for me personally. Someone who has battled my weight my entire life, someone who was a prisoner to food my entire life. This has broken me free of that prison. So that is how you're going to go about your day. But the most important thing in between there that I haven't even mentioned yet is water. We need to be drinking water all day long. You should always have a bottle of water with you. What do I want to say? Like a rule of, what is it? I forget the phrase. No, I can't think of it. Angie, do you know what I'm talking about? I can see you on here. Well, okay, so what we recommend is that you drink, she's the only person I can see her face right now. Thank you, Angie. What we recommend, oh, thank you, Lacey. I see your face now too, is that you drink half your body weight in ounces. Candy, Pam, is that you drink half your body weight in ounces. Rule of thumb. Thank you, Miss Pam. That is the word I was looking for. Was afraid I was going to say it wrong. Rule of thumb is half your body weight in ounces of water a day. For some of you, that will be a huge challenge, and that's okay. Nobody expects you to just hit it out of the park when you first start this process. No one is judging you. There is no such thing as perfection. That is a destination that does not exist. But another destination that does not exist is failure. You cannot fail if you do not quit. So you're not failing, we're learning from our failures. So if one day I didn't get all the water in, I can look at that and say, okay, what was the challenge that was keeping me from getting all the water I needed so that today I can overcome that challenge? Does that make sense? So that's what we're looking for, is to get that water in, because staying hydrated is one of the most important things you're going to do when you're in ketosis. I'm going to go back to talking about the pink Celtic salt. In the afternoon, when you, usually around 2 or 3, whether you're second Keto NAT if you choose to, or you're looking for a snack, that is the perfect time to do another shot of the pink Celtic or Himalayan salt, particularly when you are in your first month of living in ketosis. For me now, I kind of do more of a maintaining. I don't have to do that as much anymore. Also, I season my food a lot with pink salt, but I still do it first thing in the morning. But this is going to help you to stay hydrated. And it's also going to help with your hunger, because many times the body confuses thirst for hunger. It will tell you that you're hungry when you're actually thirsty. Even if you've been drinking water, remember that doesn't mean you're actually absorbing that water on a cellular level. So that pink Celtic salt is really important for hunger control as well. So that's how your typical day is going to go when you start, you all. It's very simple. It's so simple. You're putting the powder in a bottle of water. You're shaking it up. You can put it in a shaker cup, whatever you need to do. I'm going to give you a few little tips on how to really optimize this experience. I've already given you the biggest one. The biggest one is the pink Celtic Himalayan salt and drinking enough water throughout the day. That is the biggest tip, besides just drinking your Keto NAT, right? So the second tip I'm going to give you is to stay off the scale. The scale is not your friend. And it should not be something that you see every day, least of all, first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning when you're wanting to start your day in a happy mood, because your morning sets the tone for your entire day, the last thing you should do is pop your booty and look at a number that is going to judge you and tell you your value. Because that scale does not tell you your success on this journey. That scale only tells you your relationship to gravity. Your weight on a scale will fluctuate. It can fluctuate 5 pounds from morning to night. Don't believe me? Weigh yourself in the morning and weigh yourself at night. You're gonna be depressed, so I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it at all. So if you are a person who you are addicted to your scale, and I know you're out there, I know you are, I know you're listening, and it's okay. There's no judgment. You are this is like Planet Fitness. This is a judge-free zone on this call. There is no judgment. Go ahead and take that scale out of your bathroom, put it in your garage, put it in your kid's closet on the top shelf so you are not tempted, okay? Think of your scale like a bag of Oreo cookies in your house. You wouldn't put them on the counter where you have to look at them all day long. Hide that scale. My dogs are going crazy right now. So how are we going to determine your success if we're not using a scale? Sorry, my daughter's arriving and the garage door went in. So how are we going to determine? Well, we are looking for fat loss, not weight loss. Some of you may not even be looking for fat loss, and that's okay. This product is still for you because it is a performance product. It is for better body and mental performance. So my teenagers drink it, my elderly parents drink it, although my father told me to quit calling him elderly today. He's getting really irritated with me, and I'm like, Dad, you're 82. But they don't drink it for fat loss. They drink it for the mental performance, their focus. They drink it for what it does for their joints, for their overall health. But if you're looking at this from fat loss, weight loss is not what we're looking for, right? Because weight can be hair, it can be teeth, it can be bones, it can be muscle. It's fecal matter, it's water, it's everything. We're looking for fat loss. So what we recommend, two things. Number one, you're going to get out your phone and you're going to do something that all the teenagers love to do. You're going to take a selfie of yourself. And I want you to take a selfie of the front of your face and the side of your face. Don't worry. You don't have to show anybody. You don't have to share that information with anyone. This is just for you to have a reference to come back and look at later. The second thing you're going to do is take measurements. And when I say measurements, there's a lot, okay? Because you are going to lose inches from your nose to your toes. Ladies, if you've ever been pregnant, you know what I'm talking about when I say you're gaining from your nose to your toes, because my nose was full on fat when I was pregnant, okay? It was like twice the size that it is. My feet grew. I had to buy shoes that were a size bigger all while I was pregnant. So you understand what I'm saying, the ladies on the call, all right? So you're going to take measurements. No, you don't have to measure your nose, but you are going to measure your neck. You're going to measure your arms, both of them. You're going to measure your chest. You're going to measure your waist and your belly. Those are two different things. I love to just take the measurement of my waist because it looks fabulous. I don't like to take the measurement of my belly. I call it my mama apron. Miss Pam's like, no, nobody wants to do that. But we need to, because that you're going to see some losses there, and I want you to understand it and be able to celebrate it when you notice it. So we also want to take measurements of our hips, both of our thighs, and both of our calves. I should make you do your feet too, because I've actually gone down a size in my shoe since I've been doing this, which is awesome because now I wear the same size shoe as my teenage daughter. So I literally just gained an entire closet of shoes. I am a happy girl because she's got cute shoes. So anyway, those are your measurements, and that's how you're going to measure as we go along. Now, how often should you measure yourself? Measure yourself every 2 weeks. And take that selfie picture on your 30-day anniversary of starting Keto NAT, okay, on your 30-day. And you are going to do this for 90 days. Because if you think that you're going to just do this for 30 days, that is called a trial. A trial is not a commitment. A commitment is 90 days. If you want to change your life, it ain't going to happen in 30 days. It definitely isn't going to happen in 20 days. Sometimes it takes your body 6 weeks to even fully be able to absorb and work those ketones through the body because we have been glucose ridden for so long. You got to give yourself a break and you got to give yourself a chance. It took me over 3 months before I started to feel the benefits in my spine. If I had quit before that, I'd still be sleeping with a heating pad every night. So give yourself an opportunity to really change your life and make a commitment to yourself for at least 90 days. Okay, so I'm not going to keep you guys on here much longer. It's already 7:25. So what I want to talk about now is how do you drink it for 90 days and be able to truly maximize your investment. So if you have not already, we want to make sure that you do log into your account and you set up a smart ship. Smart ship is going to guarantee that you get 22% off your future orders. Every 30 days, Prove It will ship you and bill you your product, and it will be 22% off. This is huge. They did not have this when I started. It was only 10%. So this is a really big deal. 22% is a lot of savings. Also, on your 4th month of SmartShip, Pruvit will send you an extra box of ketones free. Free, y'all. Like that's, I mean, it doesn't get much better than free. And free means more ketones a day. So maybe you've got a rough day and you want to drink 2 a day. Maybe you had a really rough day. I'm a photographer, and sometimes I've had to photograph preschools, all brothers and sisters. On those days, I'm drinking ketones like you would have, like, I mean, I might as well just hook a hose up to a keto bottle and just pour it down my throat, because those are the days I need a little extra, right? Preschool is hard. So those are times that you can do that, and those free products come in really great and really handy. The other awesome thing about setting up that SmartShip is it qualifies you to start earning free ketones. Free ketones are amazing. We have an awesome customer referral program. This is just as a customer. If you have an active SmartShip and you refer 2 other people who also order with a SmartShip order, your next month is going to be free, and it will continue to be free as long as those 2 people keep ordering their product. So the majority of our customers actually end up drinking their ketones free. My mother does, my mother-in-law does, and they have for over a year. And they're not promoters, although they should be. They just send all their people to me, which is cool. I appreciate, but they do drink their ketones free. And so I highly recommend that you set your account up like that. You can change, you have a system in your back office that you can change your refer code. So talk to the person who invited you to this call and let them know that you're interested in doing that, so that they can step you through the process to make sure you have your own website code to be able to send to your friends and family. Because one thing I can tell you too, and some people might be offended by hearing this, but after 2 years, if you've heard the stories that I've heard, the success stories, you would understand where my heart is. If you can drink this for 90 days and have this kind of experience and not tell somebody, you and I will never be friends, because that is straight up evil, people, to not share this with other people. So that is my recommendation for you. If you are interested beyond that in the business, the community, and you want to do this as a full-time income, or you want to do this as a side hustle, you've got a vacation you want to pay off, student loans, credit cards, this product, our community is making such a huge impact on the world that is very possible for you to change the trajectory of your family's financial life as well. If you're interested in that, that's a whole nother conversation. Again, talk to the person who invited you to this call, and we're happy to guide you through that. The truth is, 8 out of 10 people on this call are just going to be amazingly happy customers. But 2 out of 10 of you are going to see this for the impact that you can make on the world and your family, and they're going to give us a call, and we'll be ready. So hopefully you got some really good information, you got some guidance, and you're ready to start your journey. Know that you are not in this alone. If you have any challenge whatsoever, or you have any concern, or you have family or friends who have questions or concerns, maybe they want to start their own journey. This is not on you. This is not a one-man band. We are a team. Reach out and let us know how we can support you, because that's what we're here to do. So thank you all so much for being on this call. I appreciate you. Excited for you to start your keto journey, and cannot wait to hear all the awesome stories. I never, ever, ever get tired of hearing all the success stories. So good night and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye, everyone.